Hello YouTube. We're replacing our old 100 watt solar panel on the Abe Lincoln with this Renogy Shadowflux 120 watt solar panel. Stick around. Now the main reason for going through all the effort to upgrade this solar panel to the Shadowflux is not only the extra 20 watts, but also this solar panel works much better in low light and shaded areas. And this 500 watt battery bank is going to give me all the power I need to run a lamp. I can charge this, I can power this, or this. But the most important thing is I'm going to be able to keep my cell phone and my navigation computer charged up over a multi-day event. And that's what's going to make this swap worth it.
120 watt.
Now, some of you are pretty smart. And you've asked yourself, UMPTY, why don't you use your power distribution block or your 12-volt outlet to charge your phone, your computer, and run everything? The truth is, Abe Lincoln's battery can't keep my fans running overnight and make me breakfast in the morning. This new solar panel uses the same type of connectors as the last solar panel. So the install is going to be really simple. I just have to get it up there without dropping it. All right. All right, so essentially that's where it's going to go. So I just have to connect the connectors and bolt it down. Okay. Oh my gosh, that thing is creaky. All right, let me show you how this battery bank charges. This is the cable coming from the roof of the car. And you actually plug it in. We plug it in like that, and it'll start charging the battery bank. And then I strap that down so it doesn't hit me in the back of the head.
500 watt.
That's it. Super simple. I've bolted the solar panel down using tube clamps on this side. And let me show you. And on the driver's side, I've used these special solar clamps here into a 80/20 track. That concludes my solar panel upgrade video. If you have any comments or would have done it differently, let me know. Thanks for watching.